Welcome back to Horizon Comics FOC podcast / YouTube channel. Your boy Richard. This is Javi. Welcome back. We're on episode 3. Man, this thing is flying. And yeah, we got to keep going strong. You know, we're really happy with the way the other ones have turned out. And I told Javi this earlier. I guess there's a study that says that about 90%, or I forget what the numbers are, but apparently people who start podcasts, they give up after episode 3 because they got it out of their system. Well, our goal is to keep going, right?
Our goal is episode 4.
Past episode 3, keep going as much as we can, you know. So that's not going to happen with us. We're going to be the anomaly. But yeah, no, it's excited. We've been having a blast. So yeah, super excited to get into it. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. We'll timestamp it below, so we're going to separate it by DC, Marvel, and Independent. So we'll go ahead and just get the show going.
What are we starting off with today, Rich?
DC. So here we have Absolute Batman 13. So I know, well, actually, those are second prints. So we have Absolute Batman 13, beautiful Catwoman. Obviously, this is a Catwoman key. But here we have Absolute Batman 14. So I know this was on FOC last week, but I guess they resolicited or extended it and added some more covers. So we have the main cover that we talked about last week, Absolute 14, Nick Dragotta cover. Again, Batman and Catwoman versus Bane. Final battle.
Where's Catwoman at?
None of this cover,
I guess.
No, but I mean the story,
yeah.
storyline wise, you know, Batman and Catwoman versus Bane. So
have you read it yet?
I'm behind a couple issues, but I mean,
there's a scene in there between Batman and Catwoman without spoiling anything that it'll get the goons gooning.
The goons gooning. That's a new term that I heard. So goon, to me, it's like a fucking goon. Like whether it's in hip hop or even at like DEF CON, all the helpers are called goons. Yeah. And apparently, goon has a different meaning.
Goon
now.
Is a way different meaning than what it used to be. Goon is like.
See, it's crazy. The state of the lexicon nowadays just keeps changing because fucking people keep making shit up, like the stupid 6'7" bullshit.
That's dumb. Yeah, that's
like
dumb.
Fucking crazy world we live in today.
But yeah, there's a
You gooners are gonna love the gooners are gonna love this Catwoman scene.
In 13.
In issue 13, yeah. So okay, multiple covers, cool covers. I still really enjoy this one. And again, you pointed out that he's holding the axe. You know, with the lighting, last time I didn't see it, but now it's more noticeable. Yeah, I'm back there. So absolutely, that was a 125 variant. We got some other cool covers. This is a new cover that wasn't available last week. Derek Chu cover. I don't love it. I'll tell you that.
Well, oh yeah. Oh shit, I don't know. That's spoiling it. Never mind. Yeah, they have to read 13 so you understand what that.
Gotcha.
Harley Quinn is doing.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool looking cover. I just maybe don't like the way Harley Quinn looks.
Yeah, I don't either. But.
Cool. But again, Absolute Batman has been great for us at the shop. I can't keep them in stock. I keep ordering multiple prints of first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Multiple printings. Look, they're up to 5th printing on issue 4, 4th printing on issue 5, 4th on 6, 4th on 7. Man, this book has been a fucking hit. Like, way out of the park. Like, everybody's loving it.
It's fire.
Everybody comes in every week looking for Absolute Batman. But yeah, Absolute Batman is great. They do have graphic novel 1 out, so here they're soliciting volume 2. So of course you got fucking Bane in there. Bane, it's such a cool character, man.
You know, I kind of look like him.
Whoa.
I kind of look like him.
Yeah, a little bit.
You look a little bit, right?
Like him.
I'm built like him, right?
Yeah, down to the T, dude. You're good. Yeah, Absolute Batman. If you're not picking it up, highly recommend it. You know, it's a good jumping on point. You don't have to have read any previous stuff. It's a standalone universe. So super cool. And then they got Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Flash, you name it. Here we have Absolute Blackest Night hardcover omnibus that's on order for this week.
But that Absolute Blackest Night has nothing to do with the Absolute universe.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So Absolute, it's crazy that they're using it for this universe. So Absolute is just the way these books came. It's a slipcase, bigger format, and they just call them Absolutes. That's the name of the design. It's got a slipcase, super cool, thin books. They look super great on your shelf. But completely different.
Not the Absolute universe.
But Absolute Blackest Night hardcover. Then we have Absolute Wonder Woman issue 14. Again, this was on FOC last week. I know they're re-soliciting it for this week. But here we have the Hayden Sherman cover. It's got a lot of cool covers. This is Derek Chu. That one's pretty dope. See,
Yeah.
Derek Chu, I do like a lot of his shit. Super cool
That's
cover
the one
there.
I picked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Derek Chu. Terry Dotson cover. Again, you could always tell his
Yeah.
distinct style too.
Absolutely Wonder Woman is phenomenal.
Dustin the Union, another cool cover. This is the graphic novel number 2 up on FOC order. That looks like a Frank Miller cover, but it's Hayden Sherman. He's got the very minimalistic look at his stuff right lately. Different cover for issue number 2. We got 2 different covers.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
But yeah, Absolute Wonder Woman. There are a lot of hot covers. I see this week's DC is not as big, but of course you have the awesome story by Grant Morrison, Batman and Robin. Batman is gone, and then Nightwing becomes Batman, and then you have, of course, Damian Wayne, the little badass assassin that I love so much.
That's Nightwing?
I believe it's Nightwing who takes over the mantle as.
I need to read that then.
No, my bad. Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson becomes Batman in this story.
Right, so Nightwing, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, Dick Grayson, Gonza Cal, and then you have Damian Wayne, the sidekick. But yeah, David Finch, cover artist. But again, super good story. I really enjoyed that one. And it's up on FOC for an omnibus. We do have a new number 1 here, Batman, Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia number 1. It's a 4-issue miniseries. Seems like a really cool premise. When I read it, there's like a billionaire involved, and they're coming up with this program called Arcadia. Seems like a super cool, interesting story.
What caught me was they're investigating like human trafficking.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're
Yeah.
investigating human trafficking, and then the billionaire convinces them to create some kind of like sea city out in the ocean or something. Yeah, it seems like a trippy, especially a 4-issue miniseries. Looks super cool. From the decaying husk of Hub City, Vic Sage, The Question goes deep undercover on the trail of human trafficking operation in the frozen Arctic. Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, pushed out of his own company, C-Suite, must get his crumbling life back together. But what is Queen's Industries' involvement with a mysterious project dubbed Arcadia? Spurred on by The Question, Green Arrow joins the hunt for answers, but one obstacle stands in the way of their investigation: the Batman. Yeah, seems like a super cool premise, 4-issue miniseries. Again, these are always cool. You don't have to read a lot of them to get the gist of it. Right. 4-issue, bam, 4 issues, one's and done. So you're good. Cool covers. Cover B by Kevin Nolan. Not the other Nolan, not the Nolan you hate, but Nolan.
Nowlan. Those covers are nice though.
Yeah, this is a really cool cover. It's a Sinkovich cover, right? Yep, Bill Sinkovich. You could always tell his style. Sinkovich is dope. But you have some cool covers. And then, of course, you got the foil one. But again, it might be a fun 4-issue miniseries to pick up. I'll probably be adding it to my poll. Check it out. Let me add that to the cart. So Batman Animated Adventures Mad Love Deluxe Edition hardcover. So for $30, you can't go wrong. This shows, it's the original story for Paul Dini, where the introduction of Harley Quinn. Did you know? I'm sure you know this, but Harley Quinn's first introduction was in the animated series before the comic books. Yeah. Dude, again, his jester Harley Quinn is my favorite, man. And the animated series just have some dupe covers. Like, you got the Joker, Batman. Just that style that Paul Dini did, and the story-wise, it's just fucking great. So Paul Dini, great writer. And then Bruce Timm on art, which is amazing. But yeah, I love this fucking Harley Quinn.
I need to rewatch the Batman animated series. I haven't seen it since I was like a child.
Yeah, I watch it all the time, dude. I love that.
Still, just put it on the background?
Yeah, dude, I love that series. It's just such a good show, All the episodes there, even the one about Clayface, Poison Ivy, I mean, all of them were fucking good. Yeah, anytime you have Bruce Timm and Paul Dini together, it's great. So yeah, this is a reprint, but
so wait, so is that like a they're just redoing the show in the comic form, or like is that just like a different side story that wasn't in the show, or what do you?
So Mad Love was a standalone comic book that they did back then. It was a one shot. It was just like the prestige format book. So I think they're just reprinting that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's nothing with the animated series besides I think it's in that universe. But it's a one shot that they did called Mad Love. Even now, it's super hard to find. It's super pricey. It's just an iconic cover, and I think they're just reprinting it, but in the hardcover format.
That's dope.
So yeah, it's super cool book there. course, you got a bunch of other Batman stuff. Batman by Darwin Cook, the Absolute Edition. Again, this is the thin slipcase format. Covers a bunch of different issues. Darwin Cook did. You got that bad boy. Graphic novel for Detective Comics Volume 2, the ongoing series. Grant Morrison, Batman RP, again, super classic story. That was also on FOC last week. Batman the Brave and the Bold, Myths and Mysteries graphic novel. The Long Halloween, again, such a classic story by Jeff Loeb. Doing it hardcover. This, I believe, I do have it downstairs, so no need to order it. If you're interested in this story, I do have plenty of them downstairs. Again, these DC Compact editions have been great. And here we have Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Again, these are perfect. You put them in your back pocket, travel, easy to carry with you.
Yeah, they're dope.
And then, obviously Gotham by Gaslight, just an awesome, iconic story. Dark Knight confronts Jack the Ripper, serial killer in London, which is super cool. Here we have DCKO #1, second printing. So #1 sold out right away. It's such a cool story. Again, it reminds me of Secret Wars, but it's DC's own take on it. They're fighting Darkseid. Darkseid is everywhere all at once. He's pretty much going to destroy the whole universe. And they come with this plan that only one person can stop him. And the only way to become that one person is if they enter like a battle royale type of tournament where, one person will get the Heart of Apocalypse and able to confront Darkseid. So issue #1 was great. There's a lot of tie-ins, but I'm really stoked about that. So if you missed out on #1, here we have second print, Javi Fernandez cover. So super cool cover. You have all the characters in the background fighting. But yeah, DCKO is super great. I think it has such huge potential.
The second printing with the Absolute.
Yeah, here we have the second printing cover. Again, and you asked me earlier, do like second prints sometimes go up more valuable than first prints? Yes, when it's a different cover than the first print, yeah, it has potential, especially if it's a low printed book, which DCKO might end up going to third or fourth print, so who knows? But as it stands right now, I'm sure second printing is lower printed than issue print #1. So again, you can't go wrong if you buy what you like.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do anything in the aftermarket, at least you still have that in your collection. Don't chase the dollar.
Don't chase the dollar, yeah.
Yeah, the money is bonus, secondary, but just buy what you like. Again, on FOC this week is DCKO #2. Again, awesome story, really great. I really recommend you guys checking it out. I'm also down of issue #1, so you definitely want to pick up the second print of #1 and then go ahead and order yourself issue #2. You won't be disappointed. It's such a cool story. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to have everyone talking.
Yeah, those covers are nice.
Yeah, there's some really cool covers. This is kind of like silly but cool. We have Daniel Warren Johnson. It's just, look at the knee to the face on Joker. It's fucking funny, yeah? That cover is pretty sick. This is the Mundo cover.
That shit's trippy. That's cool. What is it? Oh, their hands.
Yeah, the Mundo usually has some cool covers. This one's decent. Not my favorite, but he's got a unique style. Here we have the Tyler Kirkham cover. Super cool. Plastic that's Man dope, yeah. And Lobo.
In a UFC cage, that's hard.
Yep, I think it's sick. Here we have Bianchi cover. Simone Bianchi, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Super cool cover. Here we have the Vasco Georgiev cover. Trippy, cool looking cover. Darkseid. This is a cool cover. The Dan Mora, the Versus cover, pretty sick. You have all the. So Joker's gonna go off against Redhead.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
Satana over Harley Quinn. I got Satana over Harley Quinn.
All right, let's go
Joker.
over. Yeah.
All right, Superman over. Is that
Captain Adam?
Yeah, Captain Adam, right? So Superman.
I'm gonna say Guy over Jay Garrick.
Yeah. Aquaman versus Hawkman. I hate Aquaman, so I'll go for Hawkman. Lex Luthor.
It's gonna be Lex.
Yep, Lex. Wonder Woman versus Lobo.
Wonder Woman.
Yep. Cyborg versus Swamp Thing. I got Swamp Thing.
I got Cyborg.
The Cyborg is dope, but I'm a big Swamp Thing fan, so I'll go Swamp Thing. Joker. Hey, that's a dark one. I mean, Joker all the way. But
I think it's gonna be, for the plot. It's gonna be because on the tournament on the bracket, it's if Joker wins and then Harley beats Zatanna, it'd be Joker versus Harley.
That would be sick.
So I think for the plot, I think it's gonna go that way. Cause like Harley now is like good, right? Like she's like
an anti-hero.
Yeah, an anti-hero. So I think it'll rekindle something there.
I hope Joker goes all the way, dude. I hope fucking Joker goes all the way.
Just to fuck shit up.
Yeah, fucking Agent of Chaos and shit.
And then to beat fucking Red Hood again.
Yeah,
that'd be Jason. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, hell yeah,
super dope cover there. Then you got this. You got Oliver and Oliver. It's alright.
I like it. I
don't like the mask.
That's the one I ordered right there, Dan Moore.
The Chichona covers.
Come on, you know.
And AEW covers. Apparently, they're coming out with an AEW series later in the year. I didn't even know about it. But probably have a wrestling book. Javier Fernandez foil.
Oh, that was cool.
Dude, fucking Bane-ified Lobo. That's crazy. Whoa. It's Lobo, but
I didn't even notice
Venom in it. This is the 1 in 25 variant. Looks pretty cool. Ariel Colon. Trippy. Let's see. Alright, continuing on. DC Power Rise of the Power Company hardcover. Detective Comics 1103 on FOC. Multiple covers for that. This is a pretty cool cover here.
That's hard. But Detective Comics is so overwhelming because it's on issue 1,000 and something. Like, I don't even know when's a good jumping on point for, you know?
Yeah, it's always hard. I mean, it's been going on for so long. I mean, I guess the New 52, but then it went back to legacy numbers anyhow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Detective Comics has been going on forever. There's a cool looking cover here.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Greg Smallwood. Flash. This is another DCKO tie-in. So Flash 27. So Flash 26 was a DCKO tie-in. Here we have issue 27, and we do have most of these. I'm ordering heavy on them, so in case you miss out, we do have the KO tie-ins down below. But also, there's an option on our POS if you want to subscribe to each tie-in to this series. Just let us know, and we'll add them to your poll.
If they were to subscribe to the whole thing, it would be cover A only.
Yeah, it should be cover A's. Yeah, unless you do them individually one by one, then you get to choose the covers. But yeah, for the most part, it'll be cover A's. So multiple covers here. The Ben Harvey cover.
That was dope.
Here we have the Steve Scroshy cover. These are getting on omnibus territory. Flash by Mark Waid omnibus. Green Arrow issue 30. Green Arrow the Golden Age omnibus. So yeah, if any of you guys are curious to see, obviously you don't have issue 1 of Green Arrow, but if you want to read the Golden Age stuff, just how you would do it, you would get one of these omnibuses. You know, this covers issues 73 to 107, which is his first appearance. Then Adventure Comics 103 to 117. So pretty much all the first original stories by Roy Thomas, including Green Arrow. So omnibus is the best way to go because none of us are going to go find all the single issues because they're pricey, but you get the omnibuses. And that's the best way to read some of this stuff. Green Lantern 29, a couple different covers. Harley Quinn issue 56.
David Nakayama cover, man.
Yeah. There you have that cover right there. But yeah, some, you know, over there already in later numbers, already heavily in the game. This is a really cool cover right here. The Rasa cover. Harley Quinn looking all fucking shot out. Like she just had a rough fucking night. That cover is dope.
Yeah.
She's hanging out with a biker there or what? That's crazy.
Looks like she's in a subway.
Yeah, she is fucked up. But yeah, cool looking cover. Here we have Immortal Legend Batman number 4. This story has been great so far. I've been digging it. I'm really excited about this one. And this was cool. The premise on this, welcome to the jungle. Immortal Legend Batman knows how to stop a shadow attack, but what is he to do when the very soul beneath his feet poses a threat? Deep within the jungle of a seemingly uninhabited planet lies a poisonous threat ready to take down the Immortal Legend Batman. So, I don't know. This sounds cool, man. It sounds like it might be some like Parliament of Trees stuff, like with the Swamp Thing. Hopefully it's something.
You don't think
like
it's
that.
Poison Ivy?
It could be,
yeah,
but it could also be, you know, like the Parliament of Trees. I mean, do with some Swamp Thing stuff going on. Who knows? But I'm intrigued to see what's going on. But yeah, Mortal Legend has been great. Really digging this
And the
series.
art, dude, is so
Six,
fire.
it's already an issue 4, 6-issue miniseries. Yeah, the cover, the aesthetic alone looks cool, and it's Matt Groom and Kyle Higgins. Shout out to both those guys; they're killing it. Compendium for Invisibles, JSA graphic novel. This is on the second print. This is the Justice League Omega X special number 1. It's the one shot for the DCKO tie-in. It's on the second print. I believe I still have some of the first prints down below. So if you missed it, don't order it. I have one down below. Justice League Unlimited 13. This is again another DCKO tie-in. A couple different covers there. And then Justice League Godzilla Kong. Again, a lot of these have been going on for a while, so I don't want to spend too much time on them. Unless it's a number 1 or something cool.
Another DCKO tie-in.
Yeah, right there. Superman 32, DCKO tie-in. Some cool looking covers there. This cover is pretty hard though.
Who is that?
Creon Eom cardstock. That's just a dope cover. Yeah, I can even tell that is. That thing is pretty hard though.
Let us know down below who is that, because I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, it's not coming to mind. Is that a new character or just someone we're not recognizing? But that cover looks dope. Continuing Superman, another Titans 28. This is the second printing. I believe I have the first print down below. More omnibus goodness. Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. More Trinity stuff. I know this is Wonder Woman 25 was a second print. I know this had a first appearance. The Matriarch. So super look cover. I know the first print was already going for a good amount of money on the secondary market. Super cool cover. She just looks like a badass.
Kind of looks like Dua Lipa. You know what Dua Lipa is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
A little bit.
And that is it for DC. So not a lot of stuff on DC this week.
Cool covers though.
Yeah, some super cool covers. But yeah, we'll timestamp it down below. Let's go ahead and move on to Marvel. I know Marvel had a couple more stuff. Let's see. So all new Spider-Gwen is on issue 5. Amazing Spider-Man 17. This is a cool Deadpool Modern Eric Epic Collection. So Epic Collections is like a graphic novel. These are 54. It's got the iconic cover number 1.
With the scroll, huh?
Yeah, that's such a dope cover too. So here we have.
I'm not liking Amazing Spider-Man.
I've heard that from a couple of people, but I've also heard people that love it. So
I just don't like how Spider-Man's in space. I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know that's the beauty about this hobby, right? Stuff we don't like, people love, and vice versa.
But you're still gonna buy it. That's me.
Yeah, you still gotta check it out. You never know. It could be one issue away from things changing, right? Cool graphic novels. Yeah, man, this is frustrating. Infernal Hulk number 1 hasn't even came out yet, and they're letting me do FOC for number 2. How the fuck am I supposed to know what the reception of this was? How it was well received, Here at Philip Kennedy Johnson. Infernal Hulk sounds like a cool premise and stuff. Super excited. I added it to my poll. But again, we haven't even had issue number 1 yet. So, I don't know. I do like
it looks
that.
Badass.
Yeah. I mean, everything after Immortal Hulk, it just got so dark and cool, and I've really been enjoying what they've been doing with Hulk. So I'm super excited for Infernal Hulk number 1. But again, we're waiting for that to come out.
Right.
But I hate it when they let us do FOC for something that's not even out yet. It's fucking annoying. Again, more nullified variants. So here we have, Lionel Yu. Yeah, ugly cover, but, still cool. All the nullified covers are pretty dope.
That stamp, that's hard.
Yeah,
I like that.
Stamp is dope.
That stamp is hard.
Again, fucking reminds me of the Crimson King's Eye, or it's just super cool. We have Long Shots issue number 3, Age of Revelation. So again, Age of Revelation is a big old event happening across the whole X-Men titles. So a lot of series have gotten their own series. So Long Shots, Binary, The Last Wolverine, Sabretooth. Yeah, so a bunch of cool stuff. So here we have Long Shots issue number 3. And then, in case you guys missed out, there's Marvel, DC, Deadpool, Batman one-shot. They are on the 3rd print. So, doesn't even show cover A. It might be a situation where because we're filtering it, it's not showing cover A. But let me see. So this is the 1 in 50 variant. I think this is a regular cover. So this is the 3rd print variant for Deadpool, Batman one-shot. So again, if you guys already picked it up, this is a different variant for it, 3rd printing. They're already on a 3rd printing for this.
Yeah. Adam
Kubert variant. And then you have the 1 in 25. Oh, this is the 1 in 50. This is a 125, which this was a
That was
regular
cool, yeah.
cover, like the animated Joker back there. But again, such a cool story. Can't wait for the DC one to come out. Couple of boxes. Marvel Knights Punisher #3. Again, super cool series. I'm glad that they're bringing the Marvel Knight stuff back. I'm really digging the story.
Time on play.
Huh?
Time on play. Time out. Are you ordering that box?
Probably.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
call dibs. That's Jace Campbell. The Just Spectacular collection.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll be ordering these. Again, the Punisher issue #3. Yeah, issue #1 is fucking great.
Yeah.
This in Dan Panosian art, it's just dope. So I'm really digging the Marvel Knight stuff. Can't go wrong with the Punisher. Rod Race cover. Again, Punisher goodness.
And this is a different run from the Red Band one, right?
Yeah, it's a different series. Yep. Here we have the 1 in 25 and dope cover too.
Pulling out a knife from his bicep is crazy.
Yeah, dude, Punisher's such a badass. We do have a new #1 here. This is Marvel Winter Break Special #1, written by Tony Fleece. So again, you know, for all you guys that like the sexy, risque covers, these aren't as bad, but still super cool. Swimsuit edition. It's a one shot. You got Storm, Rogue, Emma Frost, Deadpool.
Nightcrawler's making me feel some type of way right there.
Yep, crazy. But again, this is a one shot. Super cool looking cover. And again, Tony Fleece wrote this thing. So you got to pick that one up. Oh, there it goes. This is the third print. Then we have the Avengers.
New Avengers.
You have Nova Centron. See, like this one, I don't even think it's come out, but they're making me do FOC.
Yeah.
That's BS. How am I supposed to fucking read it and hype it up if I don't know what's going on?
I mean, I hope it's good. When was the last time we got a Nova run? Has it been recent?
It's been a while, but yeah, I mean, there's been some decent Nova runs back when like Annihilation event was happening and stuff. But yeah, it's been a while. So hopefully it's a good one. You know, we'll see. We got Nova. Here we have the nullified cover. It's crazy as fucking thing. I like the seagull and the tongue though.
Yeah.
That's dope. Rogue Storm #3. Again, Age of Revelation series. Sinister Six, another Age of Revelation event book. Here we have Spider-Man Wolverine #8. I do believe this has the first cover appearance of a crossover mashup between Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did it with the Lobo and Logan.
Logo.
So here we have a mashup of Wolverine and Spidey, which should be interesting. But Spider-Man Wolverine #8. So first cover appearance of that new character.
Cover also.
Yeah, this nullified cover is gnarly.
Yeah, it's badass. Red Claws? Hell yeah.
Crazy. Again, these nullified covers are dope. Spider-Verse, Spirits of Violence, issue #3. Issue 1 was great. I don't think issue 2 is out yet.
That Robbie Ray is, man.
Yeah. This character, I forget her name, but she's
a new character now?
She's a new character, came out last year. But yeah, she seems dope, man. I really hope they do more with her.
I haven't got a chance to read it. #1.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good, man. I'm a big Ghost Rider fan, so I usually try to give them all a shot. Cool cover, Star Wars Han Solo. Here we have a new #1. So the N2099. So this looks super cool. I do believe there's a first appearance in here. It's a nullified Galactus.
Crazy.
Yeah, null infected Galactus as the Devourer in black descends upon the world. A deal is struck with the devil, literally, as Mephisto bets the fate of 2099 in a brutal battle of survival, pitting the warriors of 2099 against the fan favorite characters from across the multiverse. So yeah, man, it just looks fun. Steve Orlando's writing it. Ibrahim Robertson is the cover. David Marquez is the cover artist on this one. But this story looks cool, a cool premise. I did think this Gabriel Deodato cover is sick.
That's the one I ordered.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man 2099. And it just seems like a cool event. You know, there's a 1 in 100 variant. I won't be getting this. But yeah, looking forward to this series. It looks super dope, you know? The N2099.
That's the one.
It just looks dope. So super excited about that. Look at this fucking nullified Galactus.
That's
fucking crazy.
Who's he burnt? Oh, that's World.
Yep. So that story looks dope. Super excited. It's an FOC this weekend. Super cool covers. You got this cover here, Ken Lashley. That's dope. We got Mephisto and Galactus there.
Galactus.
Damn, dope. Yeah, this cover looks hard. But yeah, this series looks dope, man. I'm super excited for that. We do have another number one, The Will of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So I know this takes after the One World Under Doom finishes. So Fantastic Four have to deal with the fallout from One World Under Doom. They're faced with big question and a surprising new global menace. Will the White House have their backs? Will the Red Hulk? The next stage of the Marvel Universe starts here.
Oh shit!
So more Doom goodness. Yeah, One World Under Doom was fucking.
There's
great,
some sick
man.
covers though on the Will of Doom.
Yeah, I don't know where they're scattered right now. We'll see if we find them. Ultimate Black Panther 23, Ultimate Black Spider-Man 23. So this is the penultimate episode issue. Issue 24 is what it ends. So we're almost at the end of Ultimate Spider-Man.
I know, bro. I'm so heartbroken.
I know it sucked. It was such a great series, you know, such a good event, what it did. Now they're wrapping it up with Ultimate Endgame. Ultimate Wolverine number 12. Yeah, cool looking covers. And we have Unbreakable X-Men again. Age of Revelation ties in. Uncanny X-Men. So here are the Will of Doom covers. Yeah. So this is cover A. You got the Hulk fucking crushing his fucking mask. Cool looking cover. Adi Granov cover.
That's cool.
It's a decent cover. 1 in 100. 1 in 25.
Can you guess which one I ordered? It's really easy to pick.
This guy, the J. Scott Campbell wraparound, this is a cool looking cover too. Yeah, that is a dope wraparound cover, so that's gonna be sick.
I'm gonna need one of those see-through
the clear boards.
The clear boards.
Yeah, no, this one's definitely one you have to do it for because it's dope. And you got Mary Jane in front center. Yeah, that cover looks hard, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope one. Nullified Stegman variant.
Damn, that's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, these nullified covers are dope, man. You got Sanford Green foil.
With God Emperor dude behind them?
Yeah, dude, that shit is sick. That's a dope cover, especially with Doom in the back. Stephen Platt.
I also ordered that one.
That cover is hard, dude. And look at his chair. That shit is sick.
Yeah, I also ordered that one. I had to, bro.
Yeah, that cover is fucking dope.
Don't do what I do, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do what I do. Actually, do it.
Yeah, I'm ordering this, baby.
Order more. It's fun.
I'm ordering a couple of these. I'm gonna subscribe to this bad boy. And that's it for Marvel, man.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Marvel stuff. Went super quick. Epic collection. So yeah, let me see if there's anything I missed here that I want to.
You want to go back down real quick? What do you think about Uncanny X-Men? And there's like an omnibus coming out. Down. What's your input on that run?
I do remember there's a lot of hype behind this story. I know who was writing this one, Karen Gillan, right? So yeah, I mean, this was a super popular story back then, and this collects pretty much all the Uncanny X-Men modern titles in it. So yeah, if you didn't get to read this, yeah, you should pick it up. Pick up the Omnibus 125. But these you could probably still find single issues. Not that hard to get.
I have so many of those single issues.
But it was a long run.
I have from 200 to 275.
Oh, gotcha. That was still early on Chris Claremont stuff, though. But yeah, Uncanny X-Men. Cool. But yeah, that's all the Marvel ones, guys. Let's move on to Indies.
All right. The 30 Days of Nightfall is about vampires in like LA or something like that.
Yeah, so 30 Days of Night was a story that came out in 2007, I believe. Steve Niles wrote it, and they made a movie on it, or they made the movie in 2007. I can't recall. But this got franchised. They made a movie on it, and they've done multiple arcs about this. But I know in this one, we're back in Canada in the city of Barrow. And then, because I don't know, in this city in Barrow, the sun, for 30 days, the sun does not come up. So it's like a perfect feeding ground for the vampires.
Hell.
So, you know, they're going there trying to destroy that fucking town. And there's shit going on with the leader, Vicente, because his lover got killed. So there's that. So yeah, if you're a fan of 30 Days a Night, this is a must read because it's, you know, it's still in continuity with the franchise. So super cool. And Steve Niles, man,
and
great horror story. Huh?
And barely on issue 2.
Barely on issue 2. Fun fact, Steve Niles lives in the AV.
No fucking way.
I think he lives out in Lake LA or California City or something, yeah.
So he's got to come on the pod?
We'll see. I mean, I got to reach out to the guy. But yeah, super awesome writer. Loves writing horror stuff. Fucking great writer. So yeah, 30 Days of Night is a super cool one right there. Cool covers. We got some manga goodness stuff here. I won't go through the manga stuff, but you guys can see it. I'll highlight any new number ones that I think are appealing.
Afterburn. I was reading up on that. It's about a movie that with Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson. I have no idea about the premise about the movie, but I know it's based off that one.
Now a major motion picture starring Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson. In their latest adventure, Jake and his team are hired not to find lost treasure in the African burn zone, but a lost person. However, as they face hostile mercenaries and mutated locals, they begin to realize there's more to the situation than meets the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, it might be cool. I mean, if they made a movie, it must be good, especially Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
So here's a chance to read the number one. So super dope. We got another cool cover here. It was a graphic novel right here, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me see what else we got. So I know I talked to you about this. You got a chance to read Beauty number one,
I
right?
loved it.
Yeah, dude. Beauty is an awesome story. Again, the premise: there's a sexually transmitted disease that makes you beautiful, but at the same time fucking kills you. So people are willing to go catch this disease just so they could be beautiful for a moment in time in their life.
Yeah.
So I know, and I haven't looked into it recently. I know they were making it a live action TV show. I don't know if it came out yet already, but I know that's got it's going to be huge because it's such a cool premise, and I think that's why they're relaunching. So I see they're watching the TV show on FX. So yeah,
This is already a show.
I think that it just came out. Yep. So again, super cool premise. I loved the series when it came out way back when, and fucking reading this again. But yeah, Beauty is an awesome story. Like I said, the premise: sexually transmitted disease that makes you beautiful. So you got all kinds of debauchery.
Now here's the real question.
Yeah.
Would you get it?
I would not get it. Fuck that. I want to live. I don't want to fucking die. I'm not so narcissistic to be beautiful for a bit and then die. Fuck that. It's not for me. But maybe some people with
well, Rich,
low self-esteem.
I'm here to tell you, you're already beautiful.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It means a lot. It means a lot. You heard it, guys. This guy's attracted to me. Just kidding. So it was a beautiful cover. So this you were asking me earlier.
Yeah.
So I guess it is part of it. Even though, so it's the ash can on the back, I think. So Beauty number 2, ripcord ash can, 25 copies. That's something for me to order. I don't know why it pops up, but that's what that cover is about. Berserker of Gluttony. I know this is a pretty big manga that people love. Moving on, Bikers and Mice from Mars. Blue Lock. So Blue Lock, it is a manga about soccer, but it's like soccer meets Squid Games. So they're like death games, but with like soccer tournaments. So,
that's hard.
So this has been on my. I want to read it. I haven't checked it out. I know there's an anime for it, but that just seems like a really cool premise, especially if you introduce soccer with some Squid Games type shenanigans. I'm all for it. So I know I have the older episodes here.
Blackpink.
I don't even know what this is.
You don't fuck with Blackpink?
No.
No.
Nope.
It's a K-pop band, bro. Come on.
Oh, I don't listen to K-pop, bro.
Come on.
It's not for me.
Oh my goodness.
I respect your decision to check them out, but not for me. Not for me, Blackpink. Huh? Interesting though. They're crossing worlds to the comic book world.
I think it's like a little kid book though.
Oh yeah, the golden books. Yeah, the golden books. Here we have Berserker hardcover graphic novel for Bloodlines. This was another story arc in the Berserker universe. So that's coming out in the graphic novel. Let's see what else. This stuff is of note. Just go through it. Nothing here really crazy. Dark Souls. I know this was on FOC last week. It's on FOC again. All I know it's a video game. I know you were going to give us the premise on it.
I have no idea what the premise is on, but I know it's that it's about a knight and he needs to find some souls to like resurrect some queen. I don't know. I've never played Dark Souls, but like it's a bunch of knights fighting dragons and shit. And they're on a mission. All I know is that the writers were an award nominated team who was writing this one on the last Dark Souls.
Gotcha. So I know Dark Souls is a huge, big franchise in the video game stuff. So it looks interesting. I mean, Forestry miniseries, Bjorn Barons did the cover art, which is super dope. So if you like playing the video game and you want to check out the comic book, it looks super cool. What I'm always interested in is this like a prequel or a sequel doesn't really specify. But yeah, it looks cool, man. Dark Souls. Any video game franchises are always cool. They always do good for us. So I might check this out. Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Another good one.
Maleficent issue 2. I know issue 1 came out last week or 2 weeks ago. Again, Disney villains. So they're on issue 2. It's on FOC.
Has there ever been another Disney villains comic like that before Maleficent? Because that shit actually sounds intriguing. I fucking love Disney. And if there's other like villains like that, I'm not a fan of Maleficent, but like Jack Sparrow or like fucking
I don't think they've done any specific like villains series before that I could recall. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments down below. I know they'll do like a lot of like they get the rights to a lot of these stories, but I don't think they've done a villains section before. So that looks super cool.
I said Jack Sparrow, I meant Captain Hook.
Captain Hook.
Captain
Yeah,
Hook.
I know there's been a Jack Sparrow comic book. Captain's whatever Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, but not a villains one. Here we have Escape number 2 is on second print. Escape number 3 is on second print, and Escape number 4 is on FOC this week. So this was a great story, man. I highly recommend it. Rick Remender is one of my favorite writers out there. Seven to Eternity, Sacrificers. I mean, what doesn't he do? But yeah, the premise on this book, it's like, we live in a world where there's like anthropomorphic characters, look like him. He looks like a mixture between the dog and the bear. But anyhow, his name is Milton Shaw. He's a bomber pilot for like a fascist regime, and he's in the middle of a war. Well, in issue 1, his plane gets shot down, and he's stuck behind enemy lines, and he's confronted with the realities of a war-torn country that he's helped destroy because he's fighting for this big fascist machine. So the premise is kind of how is he going to get out behind enemy lines, who's going to help him along the way, and what is he going to learn along the way while he's ravaging through this war-torn city. Issue 1 was fucking great. I really love, again, Rick Remender's writing, and it's such a beautiful story. And it's got a lot of hype behind it. So yeah, man, it's on second printing for issue number 2, second printing for issue number 3, and then issue number 4. So yeah, I highly recommend this story. I think it is great. Again, you can't go wrong with Rick Remender. He is fucking a genius writer. So that's on my pull. Super cool book to order. Feral, another one that's a really great story. I don't know if you had a chance to read Feral.
I have not, but that's Tony Fleece, right?
Tony Fleece, yeah. So Tony Fleece, awesome guy, super creative. He wrote Stray Dogs, he wrote Feral, he wrote Local Man.
The Thing, no?
He wrote The Thing 1 through 5. He did a bunch of covers for My Little Pony. The guy, he says, is a well-rounded artist and creator. He's a great writer. He's a great artist. But yeah, Feral is great, man. The premise is The Walking Dead meets fucking cats. So these cats live in a post-apocalyptic world where instead of the zombie virus, it's a rabies virus. So all the dogs have been infected with rabies and other animals. So they're pretty much dealing with the zombie apocalypse, except it's rabies. And yeah, they get into some crazy stories. There's a crazy cat lady story arc. I know on this issue, I believe Elsie and Lucky are going to be fighting Mother Helena, which is like she's got her own sect of cats, feline cats that follow her, and they're fighting to take control over Pet City, which is a giant pet superstore, which they believe like that'd be the ideal place to go hide out for a zombie apocalypse or rabies apocalypse. But this Pet City, the superstore, is filled with fucking rabies infested animals and dogs and stuff. So man, such a cute story, horror elements. It has like the Disney elements that it makes you feel like you're watching a Disney animated, reading a Disney animated book, but with horror elements. I love Tony Fleece's writing, and Feral has been great so far. We had him in the shop to do an in-store signing a couple months ago. Great guy.
That's when I was introduced to him.
Did he at the shop? Yeah, man. I'm proud to say, he's a friend of the shop and stuff. Super cool dude. I respect everything he does. So I highly recommend you guys check out Feral. We do have a lot of his back issues here. We do have a bunch of signed stuff. But yeah, highly check it out. It's crazy. Okay, so when I met up with him to get the book, the thing signed, he was working on this cover at that time. He was just inking it, drawing it. Yeah. And he told me, he's like, Youngblood's going to have a Youngblood month. So I was there when he was actually drawing this shit,
Hard.
It was just fucking cool. Like, it came out like it's crazy when I saw it on the images on the page. It looked cool, but I didn't get the whole vibe. Like now, you know,
Yeah.
it's like the young blood with the coloring and all that. But yeah, dude, this thing is dope, man. I think I'm gonna have to add this. I'm not a young blood fan, but I might have to just pick it up
That's nice.
because
Yeah.
I
For
have
the lore.
for the lore that I was
Yeah.
there when he was drawing it, and I love all his horror covers.
So
Which
you
is
saw it
dope.
like when it was like that.
When it was like this, but it was just even
Ah.
just with pencil, you know.
Yeah.
But he was ink like drying it out, and I was like, oh shit.
That's
But
dope.
yeah, no, Tony Flees is an awesome guy, dude. Super nice guy, dude. So down to earth. Yeah, super open to like working with us stuff. So highly recommend you guys go give him a follow. Go check out his stuff. Read Stray Dogs. Check out Farrell. I mean, and he's got another project in the works that I can't say anything about, but holy shit, that premise seems like it's gonna be another fucking genius idea, like Farrell and Stray Dogs.
Come on, let us know.
I can't
Come
say it now,
on,
dude.
give us a
He
little
told me this in confidence,
No,
so
I
I
know,
can't
I
say
know.
it. Maybe I'll tell you behind the
Yeah,
scenes,
yeah.
but no, dude, you know, gotta wait. But when it comes out, I do believe that thing's gonna be a fucking hit. So shout out to Tony Flees, awesome guy. Moving on, GI Joe, more
Are you reading any
manga.
GI Joe?
No, I'm
No.
not. Unfortunately, I know it's super big right now, but I'm not reading any GI Joe.
Yeah.
I am reading Geiger though. Geiger is dope, dude. Have you read any Geiger?
I just bought the trade paperback, volume 1. I haven't gotten to read it yet.
Oh, dude, it was great, man. Jeff Johns, his world building on this project is fucking great. So, you know, fucking this guy, Tariq Geiger, he lives in a post-apocalyptic world where he's become like a fucking real life arc reactor. You know, his
What
body's
the
full of
fuck?
radiation, and he lives in a post-apocalyptic world where you get themes of like Fallout, like the video
Yeah.
game, stuff like that, like stuff from the 50s, like the whole, you know, nuclear war
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of scenario. You got fucking this whole thing with Vegas. Dude, but such a cool premise. And again, he's world building on this. They have High Street, they got Sisterhood, they have Redcoat, Junkyard Joe. Dude, he's building a whole universe with this series that's just fucking great. The writing is fucking awesome. You know, like post-apocalyptic world where there's this unnamed war that happened, and we're still finding out mysteries of what happened in his universe. But holy shit, like, yeah, Jeff Johns is killing it, man.
I've heard nothing but great things from Geiger.
Yeah, no, Geiger is dope. Highly recommend you guys. And we do have the graphic novels down below, but it is a story that I highly recommend you guys check out. Here's the Young Blood Geiger cover. Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
But yeah, no, Geiger highly recommend it. Such a good story. More GI Joe goodness, a bunch of other stuff. Nothing too crazy. Gunslinger, manga stuff. I did want to highlight this though for all you Spawn fans. There is a new Spawn story in the Spawn universe. So I saw Santa, a Spawn universe Christmas story. So it's a one shot. No, it's a 2-story series. But the premise is this kid got a lump of coal for Christmas. So now he's hell bent on revenge. You know, and wants to ruin fucking Christmas. Says, yeah, Santa gives presents to the good kids and stocking full of coal for the bad ones. But what happens when one disturbed child takes offense to Santa's gift of coal and makes it his life's mission to torment jolly old Saint Nick for the rest of his life? So yeah, this is like,
That's
you know, he's a
crazy.
fucking a kid that got done wrong by Santa in his eyes, even though ultimately he's the one who fucked up,
Yeah.
right? Being a bad kid. But yeah, it just seems like a cool Christmas story. It seems fun. You know, 2-issue miniseries.
So what does that have to do with Spawn?
Spawn's gonna come and save the day.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So Spawn's gonna come and save the day. Only Spawn can put an end to it. So
Oh, okay, I see,
it just seems like a cool story, you know, based on the Santa universe. I mean, the Spawn universe.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
look at his fucking bloody cover. It's
Yeah.
sick. Imagine having a kid fucking with you if you're Santa. Shit, yeah, that just seems cool. Like, super excited about that one. This is a Greg Capullo cover. Yep, Greg Capullo cover. That's dope. Anytime Greg Capullo's on Spawn, it's just dope, man.
Yeah.
Greg Capullo, awesome guy. But yeah, that's a cool number 1 from Spawn universe. Yeah, he's got so many plans for the Spawn universe. It's massive, dude. They keep doing fucking books and series, you know, which is crazy. Let's see, a bunch more manga stuff. Nothing of note. For all of you guys that are Mark Spears fans, so Mark Spears Monsters is now in graphic novel format. So here we have volume number 1 for $20. You get his whole story. You get the first 4 issues on it. I'm sure they're going to do graphic novel 2 and 3 and so forth. But here you have, the cool thing is in these you get to see all the covers usually printed inside.
I was gonna ask, this was the blind bags that recently just came out, or is this different?
Yes and no. So Mark Spears has got his story is fucking fascinating, dude. He's been in the industry forever, but he used to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff like console work for Disney and Marvel.
Oh fuck.
But in 2023, I think he started putting out some covers for Spawn, and that really kind of helped him get out there. But before that, he used to do a lot of crowdfunded, like Kickstarter stuff. So this whole all his monster books, all those were pretty much trading cards that he already had the graphics for, that were a Kickstarter. So now that he's printing his own comic book, he's bringing out those covers and making them comic book size. But this issue, they're like an issue 8 or 9 right now. But no, Mark Monsters, the Wolf and whatever the fuck, the one that just came out, it was like a standalone issue number 1. That was like a Halloween theme blind bag. But no, the Mark Spears Monster series, as it's going on right now, they're on issue 8 or 9, and that's what this is going to collect. At least this one collects the first 4 issues, and then the next volume will collect the next. But if you're a Mark Spears fan, this is a good way to read the story in one collective format. You get to see the covers inside. But yeah, no, super cool. You have the hardcover and you got the regular trade paperback. But yeah, no, Mark Spears is so big right now. It's crazy. Awesome story, and the whole thing about monsters is just dope.
It's dope, yeah.
So highly recommend you guys check that out. If not, we have some older reprints in the back, or even some first print covers. But yeah, highly recommend you guys check out Mark Spears Monsters. I'll be getting that guy. Let's see what else is manga. Now, I am going to be doing a manga-based recap or show one of these days, because there's a whole new manga section on Comic Hub. So I want to do it on this one.
You sold me on this.
So this guy, all right.
Don't judge, dude.
All right, look. Moral of the story here is don't judge things by its cover. So let's go. Well, anyhow, let me show this cover real quick. So this guy saw this cover.
Wait, no. Time out. Show him the cover I was tripping about. At least.
All right. So this guy saw this cover. So he automatically thought it was demons, sacrilegious stuff. So he didn't. He said, "I'm not gonna order this. It looks too fucking scary for me. I'm not gonna order it." And I'm like, "So based on the cover alone, you're not gonna order it?" He said, "Yeah, because I already know it's gonna be bad."
Dude, it's an upside down cross.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you can't judge a book by its cover, right? So I already read issue 1. I really enjoyed it. So I gave him the premise. The premise: there's a priest in this world. So that's what he is. He is a fucking priest that used to be like an ex-assassin, not an assassin, because that sounds like preacher, but he has a murky history. Oh, he was a Navy SEAL. He was a Navy SEAL turned priest, okay? He's a good guy, Navy SEAL priest. Yeah. So while he's working, they call him and tell him, because he has to go give the last rites, people are going to pass away, whatever it is. He does his job as a priest. So they call him over, and there's this the head of the Irish mob calls him, because he wants him to give him his fucking services. He wants to fucking confess all his sins so he could cross that threshold and die and be accepted into the pearly gates, right? Mm-hmm. So he takes his confession, he tells him all his sins, and that's that. He forgives him. He says, if you truly repent, you will get accepted into heaven if you truly repent, right? So that's kind of the premise. Well, the next day, the mobster gets miraculously healed. He's no longer sick. It's like a miracle. So now the issue is that he's divulged all his secrets to the priest. So the priest knows too much, and now he's safe and sound. He's healed. He could go on about his business and return to his world of crime. So the premise of the story is that he put out a fucking hit on the priest. So I think it's such a genius concept. It's going to be like a John Wick kind of story. And as a matter of fact, I think it already got optioned for a movie.
No
I
way.
think I was reading it somewhere here. I believe it got optioned to a movie with the people that worked on John Wick. If I can find it here. I forget where it's at. But anyhow, I do believe it got optioned for a movie already. They're working on it. So yeah, super cool premise. I mean, you have a fucking priest who's an old Navy SEAL, and the green light has been put out on him for them to whack him because he heard the boss's fucking confessions, and now he's healed. So to me, the premise is dope. I mean, dude, like to me, I'm sure she already sold you. Like it seems
Yeah,
like a
you
cool
sold
story,
me.
you know.
I just didn't get the cover.
So yeah,
Yeah.
don't judge the book by its cover. Read the premise because you never know, man. Like, you saw this, you're like, oh, some kind of sacrilegious
I thought it was
demon
demonic.
shit.
Yeah.
But it's not, you know. Like the premise is super cool. You know what's in a good example of this, and we'll throw the photo up. I collect anything that's history related. I'm not a racist by any means. I'm not homophobic. I'm not a fucking Nazi. You know, obviously, fucking look at the color of my skin. But I love.
You know who says that? People who are Nazis and racist. No, just
It's
kidding.
impossible. But I love collecting history stuff,
Mm.
covers with Nazi insignia. I don't know. It's something about it.
Yeah.
Everybody collects different stuff. I like collecting that stuff. There's a book called Hansi, the girl who loved the swastika. So if you see the cover, you see this little fucking German girl. There's fucking swastika flags everywhere. It's all red and white. So if you see it, you automatically think the fucking pro World War II, pro Hitler cover, right? So anybody that sees it
You'll be like, fuck
makes
no.
that assumption and judges. You know, you would too. Like anybody I've ever shown that book, they're like, "Whoa, you must be a fucking Hitler supporter," you know. And dude, but an example, you can't judge a book by its cover. The whole purpose of that book is that this girl started out as like in the Hitler Youth Club, you know, in Germany. You know, she was, whether her parents raised her that way, whatever. She was a member of the, you know, youth Nazi club or whatever. But the whole story of the book is how she overcame that because she's not racist, and her path to find Christianity and, you know, shy away from all the fucking Nazi, all that stuff. Yeah. So that book really is like a Christian, like a Nazi reform book where she becomes a Christian.
Like against it.
Yeah, you know, it's against it. But if you see this, you're like, oh, he must fucking love Nazis. And it's not even that. But that's another example. You can't judge a book by its cover because you don't know what's inside, dude. Yeah. Just like us, we can't, you know? So don't judge a book by its cover because you never know what's inside. Don't make assumptions, dude.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just assumed.
But yeah, that was a book ordained from Bad Idea. Again, super excited about that book. I will be adding that book to my poll, and I'm going to add this cover just for shits and giggles. And I'm going to gift it to him for Christmas.
Nah, hell no.
That's going to be your Christmas present, bro. Yeah, Ordained seems dope. That's a cool looking cover right here, too.
Yeah, that was dope.
We are exactly at an hour. I think it's almost going to be wrapping up anyways. But we have some more manga goodness. I knew this one would be a little bit shorter because there wasn't that many items on there. And we haven't really gone on tangents on this one. Because usually the tangents get sparked by something on the FLC list. This one didn't really lead me down a tangent. And maybe we'll keep it a little bit concise. One of the criticisms we have been getting is that it's too long. But then other people tell me that they love it. It's perfect the way it is. So for me, I'm not going to necessarily try to keep it short. I think it's going to be what it's going to be. Nobody forces anyone to watch the whole thing, but that's why we're putting the timestamp so you could jump around and check it out.
But only cool people watch the whole thing.
But only cool people stay to the end. But we always check it out, you know, sit around, talk shit with us, have some fun. It's only going to get better.
Project Hail Mary, the movie coming out. So they're releasing the book again with fucking Ryan Gosling on the cover.
What is this? I don't know anything about it. School me.
So I've never read the book, but from what I've heard, it was originally a book about some astronaut who's not really an astronaut.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw the premise of the movie. Yeah, it looks dope.
But since the movie's coming out, they've decided to put like the movie poster as the cover of the book.
Yeah, no, that movie looks great, dude.
It looks dope. Yeah, but I don't know if you've seen the trailer.
Yeah,
it released so much information.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if you guys seen it.
The whole movie's there, right?
Dude. I didn't know there was gonna be like fucking aliens in it. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
That was dope at the end. Yeah. No, that movie looks dope. It's the same people who made The Martian. So no, I'm gonna check it out. It looks super cool.
I'm gonna still watch it. Yeah,
and this is the actual graphic, the actual novel that inspired the movie.
Be brick the whole time because Ryan Gosling's on screen.
Ooh, Ryan Gosling. Is that your man crush?
No.
Don't lie.
No, it's Terry Crews.
You heard him. That's his man crush. It's who?
Terry Crews.
Who the fuck is Terry Crews?
You know, the dude from White Chicks.
Oh, gotcha. The guy who moved his fucking specs. Yeah. Gotcha. Can't blame you there. Moving on. Quick Stops, Volume 3, Issue number 4. So, yeah, dude, I love these books. For one, I fucking love Kevin Smith, man. That guy shaped my world when I was younger. The reason I think I really got back into comics and certain movies and stuff was because of Kevin Smith, man. Did I mention it in the first one? So, quick little tangent. So when I was young, I've had crazy jobs, but I used to work for Daily News. So me and my buddy worked for Daily News, and we used to go. The warehouse was in Woodland Hills. We'd get there. We'd get in a van, and it sounds crazy, but we get in a van, and his name was Andre. He was my boss, and he'd go drop us off in random cities, Sylmar, Simi Valley, and from like 5 to 8, we're like, all right, you're gonna go. You're gonna take your notebook. Our job was to get subscriptions to daily news newspapers. That's all I did every day. Like just go try to convince old ladies to get newspaper subscriptions. Back when that was a thing,
Back in the fucking 50s?
Back in the 50s, dude. So I do that. But the whole point is Andre was a cool fucking dude. And he'd always be like, we'd be chopping it up about music and movies. And one day he told me, he's like, Rich, have you ever watched Clerks? And I was like, no, what's Clerks? He's like, dude, you gotta watch Clerks. So of course he brought me the Clerks VHS.
Yeah.
When it was VHS. And I went home and I watched that thing, dude. And that thing completely changed my fucking life. Just like listening to that kind of humor, the stuff that Kevin Smith does, coming to find out he's such a giant nerd, how he even sold his collection to fund his first movie, Clerks. Yeah, dude, like I think Kevin Smith kind of really fucking shaped. That was Kevin Smith's
first movie, Clerks?
That was his first movie, Clerks. Yeah, he sold his collection to pay for that. Yeah, dude, and like that guy, I mean, he's just a genius. He's like become like our Stan Lee,
Yeah.
So he shaped so much of what I believed and what I was into back then, Hey, he had his first website called Movie Poop Shoot, and then he had USQ Universe, which was like his imprint for movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Smith, I love all his movies, so I'll check anything that has to do with Kevin Smith. And of course, here we have Quick Stops, which if you watch Clerks, you know what Quick Stop is. If you haven't watched it, go watch fucking Clerks. Clerks 1, 2, and 3.
On VHS only. Only at your local Blockbuster.
Only at your local Blockbuster, VHS only. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's so many good one-liners from the first movie. Have you ever watched it?
No, never heard of it.
Oh, my fucking God, dude. You've never watched Clerks?
No, dude.
What a fucking poser, dude. That's your homework. You have to go home and watch Clerks. At least watch Clerks 1.
We don't have a Blockbuster near me.
Yeah, it's streaming somewhere.
I know.
Dude, it is such a fucking funny movie, man. It's such a cool concept. Some of the conversations... So Kevin Smith has pretty much been creating podcasts his whole life. Like he created a podcast empire now, but with Smodcast and all that. But back then his movies were just fucking podcasts. It was like people talking shit. The conversations that happened, he would like convince his buddies to like divulge some of the most private information by just talking and by saying like, oh fucking what, are you gay or like, stuff like that. Like he's like, you told me you wouldn't do it. He convinces his buddy one time, he tries to convince him, like, would you suck your own?
Yeah.
He's like, no, man, I'm not gay. He's like, you tell me you would never do it. He gets him to convince it. He's like, oh, you're fucking gay, bro. But his humor, is like dick jokes and funny stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, he's not fucking homophobic or anything, or racist by any means. But he appreciates the value of a dick joke.
You can make fun of anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody gets shit on, in my opinion. Gays and Jews and everybody gets shit on, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, as long as you're not doing it with malicious intent, there's nothing wrong, But yeah, dude, Clerks is fucking awesome. Clerks 2, Clerks 3, yeah. But yeah, Quick Stops, highly recommend you check those out. More manga goodness. Skinbreaker is on episode 3. Again, this is another great story. Robert Kirkman, David Finch on art. Super cool story here. Same thing. This guy, he's the leader of this fucking clan. And he wields this awesome weapon called Skinbreaker. But he's getting old. He wants to retire. And he's trying to hand over the reins to somebody in his tribe. But he doesn't want to take it. And then they're battling with everything. It's like a giant sci-fi epic like war-ready country where like they're trying to help their fucking tribe and survive. And then there's this fucking crazy-ass weapon called Skinbreaker. But yeah, just a really cool premise. I guess if you're a fan of fantasy, if you like Robert Kirkman, if you like David Finch artwork, such a cool story. Has a lot of hype behind it. Issue 1 was great. I haven't read issue 2 yet, but I am. But it is super cool. I remember when they first announced it, people were calling us left and right trying to get these.
Really?
Yeah. So
I have to try it. I'm not a fan of like fantasy and ogres and shit like that.
So. Oh yeah, dude. There's some cool sci-fi. Some shit sucks, but some of it's good.
Yeah.
That one is really good. Let's see what else.
Have I told you I've never seen Lord of the Rings?
No, but
have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
I have years ago. I liked it, but it wasn't my cup of tea. Like I wasn't like there's guys who will fucking argue it to death like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I didn't get that vibe from it, and I'm all for sci-fi epic shit, but I liked it. But
is that considered? That's not considered sci-fi, is it?
Yeah, it's science fiction.
Really?
It's still sci-fi.
Oh yeah, it's
true.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
That's what can't take it.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I don't mind watching them, but I didn't get sucked into that universe like I did with Star Wars or the Dark Tower or Harry Potter or any of this other
Yeah.
stuff. Um, but here we have a couple more things. Let's see what I know. There's a couple Star Wars books I
Who
wanted to
is
highlight.
that?
So here we have Star Wars Tales from the Nightlands. So I do believe this has the first appearance of a villain. I want to say, first appearance of the Nightlander, a Star Wars boogeyman. So that's crazy to me. It's like it's a Star Wars universe and it's a boogeyman. The fucking what's the word that they use in John Wick?
Baba Yaga.
The Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga of the Star Wars universe. So I'm gonna add that just for that reason alone. I like first appearances in the Star Wars books. Plus, I'm already pulling this anyways. I love anything Star Wars puts out by Dark Horse. I love their stuff more than the Marvel stuff, to be honest. So I dig anytime Star Wars has the reins to
Is it
Star Wars
because
universe.
they have more what's the word I'm looking for? More they take more
Freedom?
risks.
More
Yeah.
risks, yeah, and a lot of stuff has been way better, dude. And like, I think Marvel starts to stick to like whatever's tried and true.
Yeah.
But they're like one narrow mind. Where I think Star Wars Dark Horse, they've introduced some of the coolest
The
characters into the
experiment and
universe,
yeah.
experiments, and a lot of stuff is now kind of getting used in the TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So super excited about that. I know here we have from fans of the Bad Batch, Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, the Bad Batch Rogue Agents #1.
That's dope.
So this was a super cool premise. I wrote it down because I couldn't remember it all. But that's way too long. Let me see. The Bad Batch is back when a separatist scientist and his dangerous invention go missing during the Clone Wars. Clone Force 99 is sent to track him down and prevent the device from falling into the wrong hands. But when Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, and Tech arrive at the scientist's abandoned laboratory, they quickly realize that they aren't the only ones in his trail and that this mission will be different than any that they've faced before. So, again, if you're a fan of the Bad Batch, super cool. Again, set in the Dark Horse universe. This looks super fun, so I'm going to check it out.
Do they get more rated R there? Like, do they show like blood or like cussing on like Dark Horse comics like that?
Yes, on some of them. Like they have like the kid friendly ones, but that's usually IDW where they'll do like High Republic Adventures. Those are geared more toward younglings and kids. But in this one, I do believe they get a little bit more bloody. But yeah, right. Dark Horse is just dope, dude. Continuing on, some Disney Stitch books. All right, Supernatural, dude. Did you ever watch the original Supernatural show?
Mm-mm.
Why do I have you as my host?
So you could teach me about this stuff.
Dude, yeah, like if you guys haven't watched the original Supernatural show, I think it went on for like 15 seasons, but holy smokes, is it such a good show. It's all about paranormal. They study pretty much every myth, every boogeyman, vampires, werewolves. There's an overarching mythology behind that. What's really pulling the strings? Like, it was such a brilliant show. But here they have Supernatural #1 came out this week. And here we have FOC for Supernatural issue #2. But yeah, dude, Supernatural was such a phenomenon. The stories were great. It went on for so long, and it was so good that the brothers, man, like you can't. They're like the dynamic duo.
You only watch it for the guys.
I do.
That's Jensen Ackles?
Yeah, Soldier Boy himself. Yeah,
our future Batman.
Dude. That would be dope, man. Yeah, but I love them. Like they're such badass characters in the show, in the movies. I mean, in the show and in the TV shows. Yeah, they're dope, dude. I'm a big fan of Supernatural. Really enjoyed it. I'm super excited about the comic book. I haven't had a chance to read it. It is here on my desk. This week's been hectic, so I haven't had a chance to read it. But it was there. It was somewhere in this stack. But anyhow.
Fat stack.
But yeah, that is on my poll. If you guys are a fan of the Supernatural show, definitely check it out. Yeah, Supernatural #1 sitting on my desk, getting ready to be read. Super cool covers for it. Here we have this one.
That's cool.
You got, of course, the photo variants for the girls.
I'm not gonna lie.
That really want those.
They're pretty fucking hot.
They're pretty hot. Dude.
They're pretty hot. I would get it.
Yeah, those guys are dope, man. They're dope characters, and yeah, not bad looking. Easy on the eyes. Easy on the eyes, bro. You know, it's crazy. The homophobic people will be like, "How can you say that about another guy?" Like, I'm okay with my sexuality. Shit.
I'll suck a dick right now.
I got eyes. Hey, I'm not gay, but I'm willing to try anything at least twice. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
TMNT, Casey Jones are on issue 3. That's been a cool story. Then we have TMNT Journeys. That's on issue 4 as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles graphic novel, volume 7. What other goodness do we have here? Just some more manga stuff. Manga. Thunderbolts. I mean, Thundercats, not Thunderbolts. More manga. This Uncanny Valley graphic novel, volume 2. This is also a Tony Fleece story. Awesome story right here. Dracula. So issue number 1 came out this week. Universal Monsters, Dracula, black and white special. So issue number 1 is being written by James Tynion. Here we have issue number 2 on FOC. And again, Universal Monsters there. You can't go wrong with that stuff. You also have Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man. Again, James Tynion. Anytime James Tynion is writing horror, what's up?
Pick me. I got a question.
Yeah.
Is this the same thing as the Mark Spears Monsters run?
No. Completely different.
Okay.
The Mark Spears is his own thing that he's creating his own little universe. Again, some of the takes on the monsters are common fucking lore, you know?
Yeah.
But no, the stuff that James Tynion is doing, he's created a whole wave of Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, Dracula, The Mummy. He's creating this whole little...
Just two different
entities,
okay.
You know? But he's killing it, man. And again, if you're a big fan of the Universal Monster stuff, you can't go wrong with this. And James Tynion, anytime he's writing horror stuff, you can't go wrong with this stuff. So Dracula, Invisible Man, you got some really cool fucking covers.
Do you know the lore behind the Invisible Man? Like why he is invisible?
I can't remember why.
Because I saw the rebooted movie that was made in like 2018, something like that. And it was like a suit. He was like wearing an invisible suit, like a technological. The movie was good, but I just didn't like how it's just like, like a fucking.
Yeah, no, he became invisible because of an accident, right?
Yeah.
If I recall correctly. Yeah, you don't have to fucking have a suit.
Yeah, you know? I was like,
yeah, but something like a freaking extra accident.
Yeah, that
dope,
makes
you know?
dope. Yeah.
Imagine you're just fucking invisible, dude. That's gotta be such a cool superpower. Shit. All the guys better hide from you, bro.
I'm coming.
Oh shit. Vampirella, getting all the Vampirella Chichona covers. Cool looking covers though, man. Just cool covers.
I can't see that.
Yeah, you can get in trouble watching some of these covers.
But if it was a dude dressed as Vampirella, sign me up.
Sign him up. Again, if you guys are into the risque, crazier stuff, we do have 2 boxes down below that are marked 18 and over. So come dig through them if that's what you're into. VR Troopers.
The VR Troopers, that's connected to the Power Ranger world right now.
Yeah, it's a Power Ranger stuff. Yeah, it's Power Ranger tie-in spinoff. When is another James Tynion book? But fuck, look at that. That's it. That's all the indie books. An hour and 12 minutes. At least we cut it shorter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shorter. There wasn't that much stuff on it to be fucking truthful on it.
But it's still enough for you guys to come and order and place orders with
it's still definitely cool stuff in there for you guys to check out. Definitely a lot of cool stuff. A couple new number 1s. But yeah, and we didn't go on any crazy tangents on this one. I like going on tangents, but nothing led me there on this one. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. But it helped keep it concise and shorter. But yeah, no, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure if you guys have any questions, any comments, if you guys would like us to cover specific things, comment down below. We really appreciate you guys sticking around with us, shooting the shit, having fun. Again, the FOC is what it is. An informative show for you guys to make educated decisions on cool books, cool covers, stuff that's coming out. And we're going to try to do our best to provide that information for you guys. We are going to try to do other shows besides the FOC, something that's more evergreen because we know this has an expiration date on it. But, we want to keep this going steady. I know we're going to be posting this late, today on Sunday because it was Halloween. We're busy. But we'll try to be, on time, posted every Friday. And then as we have the time, we're going to be working on some other things. But yeah, again, it went by quick. It was fun.
Yep.
I had a blast. Any last minute words?
No, just like and comment. Let us know what comics you guys are picking up. Shit.
Yeah, let us know what you have on your pull for this FOC. If there's something we missed that we should be checking out, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We really appreciate it. It's Silmer over here.
No, you know what? I do want to say something.
What?
I want to know who their man crush are.
Oh yeah.
So I need you guys to comment who your guys' man crushes are.
Whether you guys are females or males.
No, just the males. No,
just the males. Comment down below who are your man crushes down below. Again, man, the gayer you act, the straighter you are, dude. If you have nothing to be scared about, you have no problem saying who you think is cute.
Just say it. Let us know.
So you were, who would you say? Who'd you say?
I have a list.
Oh, you have a list?
Yeah,
I
but
like
Terry
it.
Crews is number one.
Terry Crews?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone?
And then Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is great.
Hell yeah.
What about Van Damme? Van Damme on the list?
Van Damme is probably like top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after Chuck Norris, it'd probably be like Harry Styles or some shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well, you heard it here first. You guys got his list of man crushes. If you guys get DMs from him, don't answer. Don't answer.
Jesus Christ.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.